Today we will look at EVO. Today we will not be afraid of what we will become. We will simply be scared of who we might not be. Because as a man, I am scared to be loved. But I love to be scared. So we must continue forward regardless. Well, I'd like to point out to y'all that Gur has qualified for Final Combat, but he signed up for LCQ anyways. So, people say that Gur enters everything, so he's taking that serious. Because I don't even think he's legally allowed to enter this. But he did anyways. But it looks like we're getting some more sweat signed up for LCQ. Got an Axstar signed up and stuff. But let's look at EVO, y'all. Check out EVO. 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow is when EVO starts. Now, I will be restreaming it. So come hang out with your boy. I did turn ads back up a little bit, but I'll snooze them during like sets when it's like getting close and stuff. Like I'll hit that snooze, you know what I'm saying? Or when it's a hype sale, I'll hit that snooze, So if you come in, you get some ads, don't be too worried. Maybe sub, man. Maybe sub. I gotta eat. I gotta eat, bro. But anyways, let's get into these brackets. But yeah, I'll snooze them during crucial moments, of course. Now let's check it out. Now the brackets changed around and stuff. So let's check them out. So we got Dialogue. We got Dialogue, Scar, Enzo, Fluff. You would expect Fluff and Dialogue, or not Fluff and Dialogue, Enzo and Dialogue to make it out here. Do little quick predictions, y'all. Little quick predicts. How do I get to the next pool, man? All right, we got Gur, Guamo, Joystick, Striker, John Wick, or Womwick. I mean, Gur obviously will probably make it there. And then here, I don't know. Joystick and Striker both really good. This is actually one of the more competitive little sides of a pool I've seen so far. I'm going to go with Joystick, though. I don't know. That's a tough set right there. It's a tough set. And then we got Gambler. Oh, my God. Gambler and Eggshell. Dude, Gambler's got to play these nuts in your mouth and then Eggshell back-to-back. That's crazy. He might even have to take on Why You Lackin'. That's pretty nuts. And then we got Wound and Reckless. Kukui. Oh, he DQ'd, though. That's why he's not seated. Kukui and Reckless, that's a pretty competitive set. I would expect Gambler to win that side. And then, I don't know, maybe Wound wins this side. Reckless could definitely pull it off, though. All right, let's move on. We got Prox, Big Zo, definitely going to be Prox. Bus Man, looking to bust in the bracket, size off. So it's probably going to be Prox and Bus Man, I would expect. Trying to look for any hidden killers here, but I'm not sure. How many pools are there, y'all? Evo's always got so many pools. All right, we got Javier, Big Boy, Cocoa Butter, B-Wood. I heard this Danilo guy's good. He's on the same team as like Ytex and all them, LGD and stuff. I heard he's really good, so that's gonna be a tough set with him and B-Wood. B-Wood's really good, but I don't know if he's a Brazilian sweat, and it might be tough. Also, sorry I'm not really responding to chat, y'all. Trying to lock in and get this video recorded. After I record this video, I'll interact with chat like crazy. Y'all will be like, geez, he's a little too interactive, if anything. But yeah, I would expect Javier over here and then B-Wood or Danilo over here. Yeah, I haven't seen this guy's gameplay, but I heard he's good. Heard he's pretty exquisite at the game. All right, we got Snegdo, Evix, Nova Elite, Manny, Papercut. No, I see Manny around on Twitter and stuff, but I don't know who he plays. I think Noob, maybe. And then Snegdo. This seems like a really easy path for Snegdo, to be honest. But we'll see. Obviously, Hayate's there, but he's not going. Kutai is there. I don't know how to say his full name. He's not going, though. Joestar, I don't know. Is he going? Joestar could be a little threat. But yeah, it looks like the main seeds of this pool, they ended up not going. Hayate and This player, the Sub-Zero. All right, let's continue. Let's continue forward. All right, Lavender Rain. Lavender Rain needs to do great here. He's on the bubble to qualify. Then we got Zanzoon. Then we got Pure and Lanky. Okay. This is a little stacked path right here. Pure obviously out of it points-wise, but, winning EVO gets you in, so maybe he can make the dream run. And then Lavender just needs a good placing here to get into Final Combat, so he's going to be locked in. Zanzoon pretty good as well. So, yeah, that's a nice little pool right there. Nice little excitement. All right, then we got Kale, CEO Champ, one of the best players right now. We got Tenured Mule. Now, I'm not sure who that is, but they have the Oni tag. Oni's a pretty good team, so we'll see. Same thing with Obnoxity, not really sure. We have Xander, Rio, who are both pretty good. And then we have Mars. All right, so I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I've been playing like Sonic, Ragnak, Nicolas, Connie, Face Out, like you name it. There's not many players, like if you had a gun to my head and you were like, you have to beat Sonic and then Face Out consecutively, or you have to beat Mars, I'm taking my chances against Sonic and Face Out. Now, I don't know if that's because Mars is better than Sonic and Face Out and players like that. I wouldn't say he's better than Connie, but like he's like top 2, top 3 players I've played. And I feel like part of that is how good he is, and part of that is also like I am so terrible against Natara and Darius. Like I have no idea what his character or his cameo are doing. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, who else will? You know what I mean? Like I assume if he makes it to Kale, him and Kale running into each other in online tournaments a lot, I assume Kale will be a tough set for him. But like Rio, Xander, what are they gonna know what to do against this animal? You know what I'm saying? This monster? I don't think so, bro. So I love Xander's my boy, but I don't know, man. I would expect Mars to make it through winners pretty easily until he plays Kale. Yes, of course. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so we got Han, we got Alex, who's a Cyrax. We got Tornadick, who is on CGF, which seems to be a good team. Oh, Dio. This guy's basically Mars Jr. from what I heard. Like, same team, both plays Natara. Not quite as good as Mars from what I heard, but still pretty good, so that's interesting. Oh, and then we got my GOAT, Jacka. Let's go. So Jacka's a Gears player. Now, like, player skill-wise, if you sit down and you play Jacka and Gur, Jacka's a better player. He just is. But he hasn't backed it up in an offline tournament yet. To be fair, the only one he's went to is Combo Breaker, and him and Gur plays the same. He just hasn't been able to make it to other stuff. But I'm telling y'all, he's goated. This is how goated Jack is. There was a Ghostface Gearus team battle. I'm talking Gur, Burrito, Voorhees, Demoralized. They all lost. Jacka beat all 5 of the Ghostface in a row. And you know what the Ghostface players said? They said Gearus is too broken, 3-way mix. Ghostface players complained about 3-way mix. That's how goated Jack is. He has people coping on that level. He has Cyrax, Homelander, T1000 players complaining about how top tier Gearus is. That's how goated Jack is. But now it's like put up or shut up time. You know what I mean? EVO. This isn't online tournament number 47 anymore. This isn't team battle number 49. This is EVO. You know what I mean? So is my boy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Jack. I want to see him achieve. I want to see him shut up the haters. But we're going to see. You know, he's got Dark Elite in his path. He's got Torta Pounder in his path. So we're going to see. Obviously, if you went to this pool, it's going to be Han, Alex, maybe D-Lo. So I don't know. This is one of the more exciting paths to me is this path because I want to see Jacka do well, man. I keep calling him Jacka because that's his gamer tag and his stream name. But his tag in tournament's Michael Seraphan. I don't understand. Some of these newer players need to learn how to brand, bro. They need to learn how to brand. Like, I don't understand. But anyways, moving on. All right, so we got Nicolas, we got Iced Latte, we got Ninra. Not sure who Ninra plays. We got Dexy, Queen plays, Ricky. Okay, so definitely expected Nicolas to get out here, Dexy to get out here. Queen plays is pretty good. But gonna be hard to upset Dexy. He's playing really good right now. Same for Ricky. I would expect those two to probably make it out in losers though. So yeah, Dexy and winners, Nicolas and winners, I would say. And that's a crazy match coming out of polls. Is Dexy and Nicolas. And then we got Layrock and Full Auto. I don't think Full Auto's going though. I think I saw a tweet from him saying he's not going. Then Layrock, a decent Havoc. Gonna be hard to upset this pool though. Nicolas is one of the top 3 or 4 players right now. All right, let's move on. Yo, Groxer, what's good, bro? After I'm done recording these predictions, Groxer, you want to play? All right, so we got Shinnok, we got Mike, we got Venus. You would expect Shinnok to win this pool, but I don't know. Shinnok hasn't had the best season, so I don't know. We'll see. Mike's always going to be trying to make reads and stuff. We'll see. And then we got Blackery, we got Azak, we got Sahuna, okay. Okay, so I would expect Shinnok and Blackery, but I don't know. Maybe Mike could do something. Maybe Venus could do something. We'll see. All right, then we got Connie. Connie's probably my favorite to win the whole event. We have Zesquill, Too Easy, Mike Lou. Okay. Probably going to end up being Too Easy and Connie. It's hard to see anyone really giving Connie any problems in this immediate path, to be honest. Then we got Zeus. Zeus is on the fucking loose, y'all. We got Gummy Dynasty. I think that's like a Mexico team. So he's coming from Mexico. Then we got Mike. We got Hourglass. Oh, man, this path's crazy. We got Hourglass Euphoring. Now, Euphoring did really well at Blink Respawn. What did he get, like 9th? Something like that. He beat Snake Dough, right? And then I think he lost to... I want to say he lost to Gurr, right? No, he lost to that one Cyrax. And then I think Snake Dough beat him in the run back. So he did decent. Zeus will probably make it out in winners on his side. Then Hourglass probably on this side. And that's going to be a crazy match out of pools there. Okay, so we got Rewind, Trillion. That's a big set right away. Ghost, I don't really know if he plays this game like that. Wits and Shinny. Definitely Rewind. I would expect to make it out in winners, but Trillion is really good. But I don't know. I don't know about that Rain versus Reiko matchup, really. Then we got Wits with the Raiden versus Shinny. I assume it's on Molina. I don't think Shinny really plays this game like that. So I would assume Wits makes it out here, but we'll see. We shall see. Then we got Conqueror. I don't know. Is Conqueror still on the Kenshi? We have Gengar, who I believe Gengar just did really well in that MK World Tour thing. Or not World Tour, Community Tour. Got Caramelized Pony in there, plus Sano. Sano's an Ashra, I think. So I would expect, like, Conqueror up here. And then maybe... I don't know, out of Sano and plus, maybe plus? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, y'all. All right, and then let's check over here. Sonic, Menzo, Poseidon, Kells. This is pretty straightforward. I would say Sonic out here, and then Poseidon or Kells out here. Gonna go Poseidon, but Kells could definitely win. All right, let's predict the next parts. All right, so we got Sonic versus Poseidon, Conqueror versus Plus, Kale versus... This is going to be Mars here. And then Lavender versus Pure. So I would say Sonic gets here. Conqueror gets here. Kale gets here. And then Lavender and Pure. I'm going to say Lavender wins that, but that could go either way. So then it's going to be Kale, Lavender, Sonic, and Conqueror. I'm going to just say Sonic and Kale. And then I think down here, I would say that man, because Pure and Mars would drop down to the same place with my bracket. That's brutal. So one of them would lose before top 24 if it went like that. Damn, that would be brutal. Let's just predict winners, though. Let's not get too complicated, y'all. Bro's still streaming? I just started, man. Yo, sorry I'm not being too responsive to chat, y'all. I'm trying to lock in and record this. Well, what's up, Phillips? All right, over here we got Rewind, Wits, Zeus, Hourglass, Prox, Busman, Gambler, Wound. Okay. I think, to be honest, I think, yeah, Gambler and Prox probably make it here. Then probably, I actually think Hourglass beats Zeus. And then Rewind and Hourglass, I don't know. That could be tricky. That could be a tricky one. That's like 50-50. I don't know, honestly. I would probably lean Rewind to win that set, honestly. I think that's one of the tougher draws in the tournament for Hourglass. But yeah, that's a tough set. I do think Hourglass makes a really deep run. Definitely gets top 8. But that's a tough draw to play early for Hourglass is Rewind. There's other players that are high seeded that I would favor Hourglass against, but I don't know. I feel like the Reiko, I don't know. We'll see though. And then Proc's probably going to be Gambler. I would love to see Gambler pull the upset though. I would love to see that. That would be a fairy tale. And then we got Connie. Yeah, Connie's going to clean this up. Probably Blackery or Killer Xiong make it here. Yeah, it's hard to see Connie losing to any of these players right there. Okay, we got Snake Doe. Snake Doe probably beats the winner of that pool, yeah. And then we have Javier. Javier will go up against that Danilo guy or B-Wood. I think Danilo or B-Wood have the potential to upset him, but I don't know. Javier's going to be so locked in for this. He needs the point, so I'd predict he would make it there. And I actually do think he beats Snake Doe as well. So I would say Javier and Connie make it out here. Let's check out this. We got Nicolas, Dexy. We got Han, Jacka. We got Gur, Joystick, Dialogue, Enzo. I think Dialogue beats Enzo, Gur beats Joystick, Jacka beats Han. I think Nicolas beats Dexy. This set has upset potential though. And then honestly, I'm gonna say Dialogue beats Gur. I think Dialogue gets the run back, beats Gur. Well, is it the run back? Didn't he get the run back already and beat him? I don't know. But I think he beats him here either way. And then Jacka and Nicolas. I want to say Jacka beats Nicolas, but probably not. Probably not. Jacka's probably going to have to make the loser's run from this point. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Jacka's really strong, but I don't know. He's probably going to have to go in losers from here. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, I was talking about the Danilo player. I've never seen him play, but I heard he's good, though. So I would expect him to do well. And then from here, I think I predicted all these players make it in winners, right? Well, I had Dialogue here. And I had Javier here. So yeah, I would expect Sonic versus Kale. Dude, that's a tough set at that point. Who did I have with Prox? Did I have Prox winning? Yeah, I did. I actually feel like I would take Sonic over Kale in a close set. Rewind, run it back over Prox. I think that Connie beats Javier. And then Nicolas beats Dialogue, who'd I'd have there. And then from there, what would top 8 winners be in my bracket? Sonic, Rewind, Connie, Nicolas. I think that Connie beats Nicolas. Sonic probably beats Rewind. Connie beats Sonic. And then players I think will make a deep losers run are like Hourglass, Jacka. Who else do I have going to losers? I think Javier can make a good losers run. I think Dialogue. But yeah, I think top 4 might end up being something like... I think it might end up being something like Connie, Sonic, Nicolas, Hourglass. Or like Connie, Sonic, Nicolas, Rewind, something like that. Maybe Kale in there. Yeah, I think that's probably what it's going to end up being. That's my prediction anyways. But yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, y'all. It all goes down. And all goes full gain. Damn.